Hello, I'm average. Wait. Oh, there you are. Hello, I'm Average Joe, and there used to be a mountain here. Yeah. Um, I've done some work between episodes, like I said I would. I decided to take out to the village and put a big farm here. Still haven't taken out the well yet, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be building a big farm here. I've gotten the wood I need, I've gotten the logs, the dirt, I've even got the hose that I need. So, yeah, I decided, gonna time-lapse this, and it's not gonna be first person this time like I usually do. I'm gonna be doing a third person one. So, yeah. Enjoy that, I guess. I'm gonna build a farm. Maybe kill that sheep that's behind me. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll be back in a minute. And we are back. Look at all of this. Now I have spent a lot of time just letting all of this grow a little bit because we actually didn't have enough carrots or potatoes to fill this farm out completely. So there's a couple rows that need to be filled up. It's all going by the same pattern. It's like carrots, potatoes, wheat, carrot, potato, wheat, all until the very end, in which I put some beetroot. I don't particularly care for beetroot, and you can't really trade with it, but I figured we should probably grow some anyways, just to be fair to it. But yeah, over the next couple of days I'm going to be filling this with the crops that grow from it. It's actually pretty slow, but that's alright. I can deal with that. Now you may be wondering what I'm going to be doing with the greenhouse. Well, the greenhouse is going to stay where it is, but we're going to convert all of this from carrots, potatoes, wheat, beetroot, just everything, to just pumpkins and watermelons and this sugarcane. If I ever find watermelons, which I'm sure I will at some point, it's just I haven't found any yet. So yeah, some other things we have to do for the garden here is cover the water in slabs because they can be waterlogged and all that, so that you can walk along. Probably do some slabs that aren't spruce. I haven't exactly decided what I want to do for that, but we will be covering at least some parts with slabs so that we can set up like little torches so that this will grow even at night. What else? No, I think that's pretty much it for the garden then. Now, last episode I made this chicken farm, and I have bred the chickens a little bit. There's now a lot of them, and you might be thinking, wow, this must be really efficient then. But you'd be wrong. See, while this does work, more often than not, the items are popping out and flying around the world. I actually replaced this with some glass so you could see in there. Yeah, when the chickens grow up, they kind of pop into the block above it. Like, not just halfway in, all the way in. And the resulting raw chicken and feathers just kind of fly everywhere. So, little flaw in the design. A lot of the chicken ends up flying out and despawning. Some of it does manage to get into the chest, and now we have feathers and raw chicken and eggs, which I have used to make some arrows for my bow, because we didn't have any arrows, pretty much. Yeah. Aside from that, not much else has gone on while you guys have been away. I have just put a little path to the wizard tower here. Might want to come up with a different name. It's a watchtower. Let's call it the watchtower. Still haven't figured out what to do with this chicken. Yeah, I really don't know what to do with it. These chickens, though, every now and then I gotta come around, just run along the fence, and I'll just pick up some random eggs. See? And just chuck it in. Anyways, getting on to the other stuff I want to do for today, have you guys kind of noticed that this is kind of turned into like a really big farm. Yeah. There is one complaint about the farm over there. Well, one complaint I have about it. And, it has to do with the minecart here. See, as we're going along, there's not really much to look at. I mean, when you're coming up, there's just nothing there. It used to have a big mountain, and that was interesting to look at, but now it doesn't. And I mean, when you're going to this place, you got, like, the mountains and the skyline and the big kind of archway there, but going back, it's just kind of bland. Just give me a second to go back around. See, I want there to be something to look at over there as you're coming in from this side. I'm just gonna let that run for a little bit, because you can kind of see the wheat fields, and I'm sure there's going to be more green to look at once we get that up, and there's going to be lights set up and everything. But it just seems so... I don't like looking at it. I want there to be something to look at over there. There is something to look at over there as you're coming back. I mean, you can see the watchtower, and you can see the barn, and the chicken coop, and the trees. But there's nothing there. Now there's just a big gap there. So I kind of want there to be something over there. I haven't decided what to do yet, though. I have an idea, but I haven't decided whether or not it would look good. See? Oh, yep. See what I mean about the chicken just flying out and going all over the place? It's a real problem. Gotta figure out how to fix that. I don't think there is a way for me to fix that, actually, without, like, tearing all this down and redoing it. But, yeah. Figure something out. So yeah, my idea is this. You know how this seems a bit less like a single house now, right? Like, it's not just a house, it's now a house and a barn and trees and a blacksmith and a fishing farm and a greenhouse and a hotel and a chicken coop and a train station and a giant field of carrots and potatoes and wheat and a little bit of beetroot at the far end with a well. This area seems to be getting more and more developed as time goes on. So, what if we started building some houses along the edge here? Maybe a port or something. Like a thing there to make it look like there's more than just me and Howling Crown every now and then. Me all the time, Howling Crown every now and then. Maybe it's time for this to turn into, like, a little village by the bay. Maybe it's time I go to bed because the sun's going down, and I'd rather not get attacked by monsters because there seems to be an increasing number around here lately. Oh, that's annoying. But yeah, there's just nothing out there anymore, and that bothers me a little bit. Yeah, I came out here to get a sense of where to actually put the buildings, and now that I look at it, maybe I should just plant some trees. Because, I mean, I want a skyline, and making buildings isn't really good, like, on the edge of the water, isn't really gonna contribute to that. So maybe I should just plant some trees. I'm gonna try that. That kind of works. I mean, you can still see the obvious gaps, but that works. It needs some stuff behind it. I don't think growing trees on the other side is going to help that, though. Of course, actually putting the lights for the farm up would help with that, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, I was just growing trees and, yeah. Yeah, you know what, I guess I don't need to do anything over here. I'm kind of sad now. I was all hyped up to make some buildings on the side here, and now, now I'm not entirely sure what to do. Okay, so there's two things I've thought of doing. One thing I want to do is somewhere over here is build a bridge to the other side there and build some houses so there's like a little place for people to move in, so that like there's this farm here that you need to travel through to get to the village after you arrive here by boat or by train. Speaking of which, the other thing I want to do is build like a little dock here, or maybe like a port or something. I think a dock is a better word for it, where people can like, well, dock their boats and then just be on their way. So those are two things I want to do. If I build the bridge, I probably won't get to building houses today, just because it's rather late for me, and I've done everything I've really planned to do this episode. I really should plan more for each episode, speaking of which. But for the dock, it's going to be part of this bay here. Now, the original dock we were going to build was going to be over here, but if we build it over there, it's going to be close to the path, and we won't have to like draw one out over here, and it'll be close to the train station, so if you're like coming in from somewhere, you can just take the train away. I do have like a couple of plans for the train station. I want that to go to like other places. Like I want this to pretty much be a big interconnected like nation thing, where here we have the farm with the small village over on the other side, where people like come over and do business with the blacksmith, or do fishing, or work on the farm, or like other little businesses over there. Or they come through the farm and take a boat somewhere, or take a train somewhere, or come in through the train from somewhere, Like the mountain over there is going to be a place with unique things as well. But anyways, the focus right now is the dock. And I think all that really needs to be done is to take some spruce slabs and just kind of build out into the water a little bit. I mean, it's obviously going to be a bit thicker so that people can actually walk on it. But yeah, that's pretty much all the dock is going to be, just some planks sitting out in the water. It will need something to support it. We can't just have a floating beam of wood smack in the middle here. There needs to be like something supporting it. So I'm gonna take some cobblestone and just build up from the bottom here. Yeah, just so you know, taking down the mountain there, I actually ran through the Silk Touch pickaxe that we had. Also a ton of diamond shovels, just a bunch of tools. It was insane. Well, that's off. I'll fix that later. But yeah, I've run out of things to do, guys, so thank you very much for watching. We didn't make any progress towards the beacon base this episode, aside from, you know, actually building the giant farm over there. And, yeah. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. As always, get some sleep. Don't be like me. And have a good day. Hey, so this is Joe from the future. I finished filling the farm out, and you're not gonna believe just how many crops I got from it. I actually almost ran out of inventory space, digging it all, harvesting all of the crops. And after I traded with our villager, I got nearly 2 stacks of emeralds from selling all of that. So, yeah, it's a pretty good farm. I only needed to let it sit for like 30 minutes and it was almost all the way fully grown. So yeah, I'm gonna do that a couple times over. Maybe by the time next episode comes around, we'll have enough emerald blocks for the full beacon base. Unlikely, but I can hope. See you guys next time.